To the Scotsman's Daily Bulletin for Tuesday, December the 2nd. It's getting closer. Second door on the Advent calendar open. Jane Bradley, arts correspondent. Have you opened it today?
I have. It was a really nice little one of those tiny Lindor chocolates, my favourite. So that was good.
Good to know. Let's have a look at the front page. We splashed today on the story that's continued to dominate most of the papers, and that is the Chancellor Rachel Reeves' budget and the fallout. We yesterday had John Swinney calling for the Chancellor to stand down, saying her position is now untenable. This also follows dramatic news yesterday afternoon that the OBR chief had resigned over the leaking of the budget just before Rachel Reeves was due to deliver it. It is rumbling on, and this is a story that is not going away. Also on the front page, right at the top there, you will see the groundbreaking ceremony for Edinburgh's new concert hall, and that is what I want to speak to Jane about. So, Jane, this was a big moment yesterday, and one which some behind the project may have feared wasn't going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a really long time coming. Some people have been working on this project in different guises for 20, almost 25 years. And speaking to them yesterday, they were just, so happy that we were actually at the point where some ground was being broken by John Swinney with a very shiny looking new spade. And it was a really exciting moment for them. There's been problems with getting enough funds, and the Scottish Government stepped in just a few weeks ago with an extra 20 million, taking their full contribution up to 35 million. That was match funded by Carol Grigger, who is the philanthropist who's behind a big chunk of the funding of this concert hall. But it's a public-private partnership. There's sort of funding coming from both sources, but it has been sort of hanging in the balance a little bit, shall we say, in the last few weeks.
So this project is called the Dunard Centre. It is on a prominent site in the centre of Edinburgh, but it's really tucked away off St Andrew's Square as well. It's quite a difficult site to access. I guess it will make the build a bit more complicated. Just give us the background on what is planned, why it's needed, and how it's going to be used.
Well, it's going to be a brand new concert hall. They're talking about it being absolutely world-class, state-of-the-art. Carol Grigger, who is the American-born philanthropist behind it, she is a former concert pianist herself, so she is very dedicated to the sort of the technology of the acoustics and so on being, absolutely first class. So it's going to be 1,000 seats. And as you say, it is tucked away. It's behind the RBS building on St Andrew's Square. You wouldn't know it was there. You wouldn't know there was a site there. I mean, when you look at it yesterday, it's been cleared, the site's been cleared, and you look at it and you look at the space and you think, how are they going to fit a concert hall in here? But they are. It's been a beautiful design. It's the architect is David Chipperfield, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous looking building. It's going to be kind of accessible all the way round, and they're talking about it being a sort of piece of public realm, but it is tucked away, so it's also going to have this kind of privacy. They're talking about in the summer they're going to have things outside of it on the ground that that is in that space. There's going to be sort of pop-up food vans, there's going to be pop-up performances, and they want it to be, they're calling it a sort of community centre as well as a concert hall. They want it to be something that people will use. It's not just going to be for sort of high-end concerts.
What's the timescale? What are we looking at?
So the timescale at the moment is 2029. Jo Buckley, who's the chief executive, tells me that she is as confident as she can be that they're going to stick to that timescale and stick to the budget. So we've got a few years to wait until the build is finished, but they are getting started this week.
Great, thanks, Shane. Well, it's certainly a really exciting project for Edinburgh, and one that we'll be following very closely as it develops. Please keep an eye on Scotsman.com today for all the very latest updates, and please do take advantage of our Black Friday offer. It is still running, and it is frankly ridiculous. £1 a month for a year is our best offer ever. Please do sign up. For me, for Jane, it's bye for now.